since the background of today's topic has already been given, I want to frame the issue into some questions. As we all understand, the advent of technology has democratized how news are being presented or how contents are being given to the people. At the same time, this also raised a lot of ethical issues that the previous speaker has already stated before. So, without going into the background, I just want to frame the issue into maybe around 4 or 3 sets of questions. The first one is, who am I? Who am I? That is, media as we are we looking at oneself and demanding transparency, or are we transparent as we demand transparency from others? That is a first important question. This is very important because, as we all know, today there are each day new news outlet and digital outlet is coming up in Nagaland, and it is same everywhere. Now, if we look at how those channel or news outlet operates, it's more like they mainly operate on social media as well as on YouTube channels, right? And if we go and search about who are the people behind those, I think there is no clear website will be there, or they don't have. We don't know who is behind the stories or outlets, and this is not restricted to just new digital media outlet. Even the established press media also suffers from this. If you look, many of you are students of mass communication, and you must have taken this in your classes. Is that, have you ever checked whether each newspaper in Nagaland has a clear philosophical objective or about us section, or a section where they inform about who the editor is, or who are the people behind the news that is being produced each day? So, before demanding ethics and ethical concern from others, first the media has to practice it. So the one question that is in this context to be asked is, if media demands transparency, should it not first practice it? And as we all know, again, the digital media outlet that is coming up, we see that there is certain kind of visibility because reporters are reporting and they have to report on the face. This gives a sense of transparency. However, we don't know who are the real decision makers. I'm very glad that my co-panelists today, when their outlet was launched, they had sent out press releases to others, and they had a full official launching program also, right? But many are coming up just like that. Each day we are coming across new channels, new TV channels, and so that is the first thing. Who am I? Who are we? The second question is, who are you? So, following the first one, the second one is that who are you? That is how we practice our trade, how we practice our profession. Right? So this question pertains to how we treat other people, or how we treat the subjects that we are covering. For example, immigration is a big issue among us, right? And ILB, inner line permit, is a big issue. Now we have seen many a times we are seeing our reporters or journalists going into the market and sort of ambushing shopkeepers or people going on the sidewalk without maintaining Instead of that, I feel, my opinion is that instead of being practicing this vigilante type of journalism, we should be asking why ILB or why the state agency are not implementing ILB very much. Right? So it is not. I feel that it is not a reporter's or journalist's duty to check whether somebody has ILB or not. Right? It is the duty of the concerned authority to do that. Ours is to highlight whether the state authorities or concerned authorities are implementing the rules and regulation effectively. So if we go into the field and challenging or questioning others on that whether you have a ILB or not or something other issue like that, instead of being accountable, we are making or soft targeting certain individuals or kind of acting to the communal fault lines and other issues. So this is the second issue that I would like to emphasize on. Third is, and also increasingly in recent times, every issues involving in the market or in the sidewalk or especially in Dimapur and Kohima is framed as outsider versus local, right? Have you noticed that? It's always about outsider and versus local or Nagas or non-Nagas kind of thing. And incidentally, in some of the reports that we are doing, we are saying our Naga people, our tribe, our community. Ours is so. My question is, in such kind of reporting, where does impartiality comes in? Our concern for impartiality, and how do we choose between two sides or report two sides when we are considering one side as our brother, our community, or our fraternity kind of thing. So this is also another issues that come out when we ask the question, who are you? And so when I feel that when journalism frames incident as local versus outsider, it risks becoming a participant in division rather than a witness to a fact, right? So and most importantly, if there is a scuffle in the market, it's always our side that we carry, quote unquote. We never, I haven't seen many reports where the other side of the story is being carried. So it also, in my opinion, violates one important aspect of journalism, that is covering both sides. Thirdly, what am I doing? What are we doing? So in practice, many times we see that we are more, as other speakers have stated, we are more into sensationalism, right? And this involves framing issues through various optics and various narrative, like local versus outsider, or Nagas versus non-Nagas. So we are more into, and I feel I completely agree with Lungleng that contextualization and is very important in our trade. In recent times, like the bully incidents or different types of videos that is being shared on social media, we tend to carry this as news without as a direct allegation, not through sensitization and other aspect. Secondly, in relation with other, what we are doing is also another thing is that the issue of privacy invasion and intrusion and soft targeting has become a very big issues. No? We have seen many news outlets going into people's compound or ambushing people on the street, asking different types of questions. So, as media, what are we doing? Are we doing the ethical thing by following by disregarding privacy of others? So these are some questions that we need to ask. With due respect to my co-panelists, there is also a gray zone between what media practitioner and journalists. So now everyone with a smartphone is a media practitioner, I should say. However, what comes with this is that often the minimal ethical concerns about accuracy, fairness, neutrality, objectivity, all this sometimes goes out of the window, and we are left with this gray zone. So it should be stressed that all journalists are media practitioner, but not all media practitioner can be a journalist, right? And lastly, in relation to what we do, there is also lately there has been allegation of bad news, no, or money for coverage or bad content, right? And also due to different ethical concern, the press body in Nagaland is also a little bit of fragmented. We will discuss in the Q&A session of possible way forward, but my own conclusion, this thing is that we have to separate opinion and reporting, fact versus opinion. Right? Secondly, we have to adopt a shared standard between the press, the media, the digital and different platforms. Number three, we have to return to the fundamentals, that is accuracy, fairness, accountability, and most importantly, minimizing harm. Right? How do we report responsibly is very important, which comes along with the contextualization and the responsible journalism. This is very important because we are living in a context, in a very conflict areas, as well as in a very close-knit society. What we do, what we publish has a big impact. So these are some of the issues and my preliminary comments. Thank you.